Okay, I know that I am just a small-time streamer in a lot of things. I have a rather small base of people that anything reaches out to, but after what I saw happened earlier today, I have to speak up on this one. Um, the overturning of Roe v. Wade in the Supreme Court has got to be one of the fucking stupidest things that our Supreme Court has fucking done. Um, the idea of banning abortion in any instance is just going to cause all kinds of fucking issues. Um, so many people don't seem to realize that when you put any kind of ban on abortions, it does not stop abortions from occurring. It stops safe abortions from occurring. Um, do I agree with every abortion? No, I don't. But that doesn't matter. It is not my body that is going to play host to a parasite effectively for 9 months, uh, building up all of the different medical debt, and then being stuck with having done all of that. Because I know plenty of people who have adopted out their kids. Um, and I know people who it's been a a direct adoption of, give birth, you already know who, the new parents are going to be, that kind of thing. Um, and with all of that, you still have all of the wear and tear on the body that is being done. That does not get undone. Depending upon how you go through the process of adoption, um, you might still be stuck with uh, this offspring that you did not want, that you knew you had absolutely no method of being able to take care of. Um, and the entirety of it is just so fucking stupid. It is moving backwards in all of this. Um, if you no longer have the right to look up and on a federal level, you no longer have the right to look up and say, this is my body and I'm not gonna suffer through that. Fuck, this changes so many precedents. Um, Donating an organ, donating, even if it's one you've got two of, like you got an extra kidney, donate. Um, Donating bone marrow, donating blood. Um, you can't do any of that without your own consent. Like, nobody can just step up and go, you have the only kidney that matches. We're taking that. You have the only bone marrow that matches. We're taking that. They can't do that. But if they take away bodily autonomy on this, it has a lot of directions it can go. And I know that there are going to be some people who look at those of us who are speaking up about this and go, well, I didn't want to have to go get vaccinated. I had to, blah, blah, blah. Um, Regarding vaccines, that's something that affects not just you. or, your immediate family or anything like that. That's shit that affects the entirety of your community. So I don't want to hear people trying to compare these, because apples and oranges. Um, but yeah, I doubt that me recording this and sharing this is going to change anything, but I still have to. Um, I can't just sit idly by on this. Um, I know people who would be dead if they could not have had an abortion. Um, I know households where children would have been unloved and resented, um, because of the circumstances around what would have led to all of it. Um, for one individual, that's uh, looking at her own past and remembering some shit that her mother did and said to her. For some people, it's a matter of being raped, and it's all of these things are being affected by this. And the fact that we have so many people who they want to control others. They want to specifically control women and take the autonomy away from women, because if you take that away, they're just start going back to, the 50s and before of, you don't really have a right on all this. Your husband can rape you whenever the hell he wants. And you start doing it the wrong direction in any of this legality, and it's not just your husband can do this, it's any guy can do this and get away scot-free. And you now have to deal with the consequences. And it's all so much bullshit. This should not have happened. Roe v. Wade should never have been overturned. It should never have been discussed. And I know a lot of the people who, I'm going to go out on a limb and say the majority of the people who are against abortion do so because they feel a religious need. While I vastly disagree with using your religion to force other people in how anything happens, like, I'm fully fucking against that ever occurring. And I recognize that you view things in your holy text as saying that, every sperm is sacred. Like, this government, this country, this society was built around the idea of freedom of religion and the separation of church and state. Your faith should not affect how things happen at a societal level if that is your job. If your job is as a public servant, I don't care if that's, either House of Congress, I don't care if that's the Supreme Court, I don't care if that's the presidency, I don't care if that's, being mayor, governor, any of that shit. Regular, everyday claims judge. Your faith should have nothing to do with what you do regarding the protection and enforcement of our Constitution. And I know that the people who feel that way for religion. Like that's not the only reason. And I have gotten into arguments with people who have been longtime friends of mine because very, very fucked up and inaccurate information was given to them. And it was given to them by a public figure. An individual who, in my opinion, should never have been voted into office, and an individual who many people look up to as an incredible business person, yet this individual has caused so many bankruptcies and has done so much fraudulent bullshit and lied so many fucking times. On video, even. That nobody should ever listen to this individual. But people who got their news from these sources and were told that women talk to their doctor after the child is born and discuss with them of killing that baby after it was born. This is bullshit. This shit doesn't happen in this country. Information about when they changed the manner an abortion is done. It used to be that some kind of drug was given that forced a miscarriage. And then you would go through and they would provide drugs that would then cause the body to go ahead and effectively give birth to the now dead fetus. That used to be the standard way. Then moral pundits, like highly moral people in government. I should have stopped the air quotes before the word government. It's the highly moral part that's fucking bullshit. Got pissed off about all of it and wanted to try to discourage abortions. So they basically then still used the drug to force the miscarriage. They then basically take, a fucked up pair of ice tongs, reach up, grab out chunks, and pull the chunks out as a way to try to discourage abortions. And the false information that was given to my friends from these bullshit sources was that they were torturing babies, that all of it was just done so that they could torture and destroy this life. I understand that you can get incorrect information, and because for whatever reason, whether the person is actually reputable or you're an idiot, you'll listen to certain sources of information. And you won't listen to anything that disagrees with it. And it all is just so fucking stupid. So, to anybody who feels they need to stop following me because I feel this way, bye. No skin off my back. If you are going to be that horrible of an individual as to view other people as being nothing more than walking, breathing incubators, you can go fuck the fuck off. So, to the people I give a damn about, as always, peace. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Keep warm or cool as necessary. Hydrate and take care of yourselves. We'll catch you next time, and hopefully sometime soon these overly conservative idiots pull their heads out of their asses. I ain't holding my breath on it. And I do specifically use the terminology, overly conservative idiots. You can be conservative. That's fine. It's when you go too far over the deep end, that's when it's just done. So, yeah. We'll catch you next time.